Have you ever seen the blade of a knife that is 40 meters? Shaving and hair trimming are solved with one stroke. Vibration chopping and slicing vegetables are even easier. The production method is actually quite simple. Pick up a free steel rod with a stone core, paint it, weld and cut to the appropriate length, then throw it into a forge to start heating 1 or 2 pieces. After a while the red striped iron rod hasn't reacted, directly press it against the water flosser and torment it. Indeed, great power works wonders. The brittle iron rod gradually loses itself with each impact. Set in no time, it exploded into a large pancake, but that wasn't enough. Throw it into the rolling machine and keep kneading. After several rounds, the thickness is finally okay. Attach the prepared design, use small magnets to fix it, and start spraying paint on the surface. Be sure to first cut out the patterns on both sides one by one. After that's done, put it on the magic machine to continue thinning the blade. After all, it's still too thick, and you won't be able to handle it. Okay, now the thickness is about right. Next, handle the details. The inner edges are rough like they've been chewed by a dog, so they must be carefully polished. Don't miss any corners. Use the wrong knife to knock off the burrs on the edges, so it won't snag your hands when using it. And then stack charcoal to make a high-temperature charcoal furnace. After it completely burns, throw the sword blank inside and cover it with a layer of free charcoal. Those familiar with my broken sword competition know that this is preparing to quench the blade. And a mine filled with fire-blowing oil and charcoal, wow, it directly adds flame damage. The completed effect is not bad, it's just that the surface has become extremely ugly again. First, use a polisher to shape the blade part, then use a belt sander to start polishing the surface. In a short while, the blade becomes as smooth as new. Attach a sole sticker and toss it into the acid bath, waiting for 2.5 hours. Tear off the excess tape, the stone engraving part is also completed, and sand the surface with sandpaper. This requires some careful work, but the result is definitely better than the base mode. Finally, use a polishing machine to polish the blade surface. How about it? The effect is absolutely nice. It directly dazzled my cyber dog eyes. Draw a blade inner hole pattern on the iron plate, quickly cut it out, and make 2 identical pieces. Drill holes, then grind and polish them. Adjust the position. No problem. Here, use 2 anchor nails for fixation. Cut a piece of free Hainan Huanghuali wood. Shape it on the lathe. Remove excess edges, then sand it. Change the drill bit to make a hole on the top. Use lacquer weld to carbonize the wood frame surface, then cover it with a layer of green paint. A section of stone core iron rod is peeled, drilled, beheaded, polished, and then coated with glue to connect the wooden stick and the blade. Iron teamed this way, a simple razor blade is upgraded to a 40-meter razor blade. Isn't that cool? The feel and balance are quite perfect. Normally, the blade easily breaks when we shave, which is very uncomfortable. But ever since having this, shaving and trimming are solved in an instant. Wow! Slicing through like a piece of cake is no problem at all. So, do you love this little guy now?